Hey, Gavax here. So today I want to go through the title updates, my thought on it. I'm going to kind of briefly go over it, and I want to talk about the new roadmap that they put out. We'll do another video later tonight about MUT Heroes. I'll be broadcasting the Thursday night football game. I'll be co-streaming it, so you can watch on twitch.tv/gutfox. You can check me out there. But we want to get out the title update first. So it'll be a late tonight video on MUT Heroes. At least my thoughts on them, what they revealed tonight in the stream. So, key highlights of the patch, and we'll talk about to ensure Madden's the best game possible, schedule updates are deployed by the Madden development team. I mean, you wouldn't think they'd lead off with something so controversial, but they did. They said it. They're going to add features to the game after launch and tune gameplay based off community feedback. Our launch updates focus on many of the issues that Madden players report to us. We thank you for your feedback. You've helped us improve Madden 20. We look forward to furthering feedback and are committed to continuing to meet your expectations. Sweet. So, I want to talk about right off the bat. They have key highlights there, but I want to go to like this key highlight for us MUT people. So they've listened to us and they're communicating to us with a roadmap what's coming out in Madden Ultimate Team, something we've never had before outside of like, you know, us as a community putting together different roadmaps. Like, all right, today we get flashbacks, then we get heavyweights, then we get veterans, that kind of stuff that we have like a schedule, but like we ourselves need to put it together. Whereas like now they're kind of like laying out what's coming. And so October 3rd, we're getting a new team in Superstar KO, which is today. October 4th, we're getting Madden Mobile stuff, which whatever. October 4th, we're also getting MUT Heroes, so they're confirming it, you know, with the stream that's going on, maybe even when you're watching this. The MUT Heroes, like I said, we'll talk about that later tonight. Most Feared returns mid-October. I'm thinking the 18th for Most Feared, and then late October, we're getting a Most Feared X Factor. So it's kind of cool that they're incorporating gameplay into MUT and kind of like the MUT content and what we see out on the MUT field, whether it's going to be enlarged people or what the X Factor is going to be. Kind of cool to see what it is. So let's go through the gridiron notes. I know MUT Leaks did show off the pack animation for MUT Heroes, but so we know it's coming, like, right? 100% confirmed that it's coming. Key highlights. Keenan Allen is the new X Factor instead of Antonio Brown. Cool. I mean, some of these things are kind of minor. It's kind of cool. There's a lot of franchise updates today. So franchise players, it's really neat. And we'll go through the franchise, functionality for generate franchise, global updates for players. So we'll go through that. We'll go through those in a little bit because we'll round back to that. The global updates to likenesses and uniform stadium field upgrades, cool. There's a high volumes of changes to that. So something that a lot of people ask for, presentation upgrades, kind of make it more look like the NFL. They're listening. They are kind of committing a lot of time to it from what we see, from what I see. This is time to it, like not maybe compared to like 2K, but time to it compared to what they have done in the past. So it's a positive thing forward for the franchise people out there. I myself was a franchise guy. That's how I got into the Madden series. But they kind of ignored it for the last few years. But like basically the franchise updates, it feels like in these notes, all of these updates, all of these changes, all the way through here, it feels like it's more than we get frequently an entire year. Like, right? From Maddens to Maddens, this seems like more than we've gotten in previous franchise all around. So it's really, I don't know if they hired more franchise people, if they're focusing more on it with their existing staff or what, but it definitely feels like franchise is getting a ton of content, a ton of new stuff that they never really got before. So cheers to that. I'm not going to go through every single one. It seems like a bug smashing and kind of presentation update patch. Here's the presentation updates, but there it goes. You can take a look. I'll put it in the description of this blog, so if you want to read through the franchise changes, you can. But I'm not as interested in kind of like bug smashing and franchise. Fix an issue preventing kick meter. This is a bug, and it's something that hit a lot of people, so I'm glad that got fixed. Various commentary updates, X Factor loading screen, and database updates, so add more to the presentation. The QB pre-play speaker graphic to appear. Coach Cam, issue with the player's incorrect helmet after training them on the main menu. I saw a screenshot of that. That was kind of funny. Sometimes causing sidelines props to disappear in specific cutscenes. Again, bug smashes and general like quality of life type stuff. The gameplay updates is stuff that I'm most interested in. The dev note here right off the top I think is the most important thing. They bring a lot of quality of life improvements to the players, but it doesn't alter the balance of the running game. So for the next few weeks at least, or until the next patch, the running game is going to still be the same way it is. So your running defense, you will need to have a hard run defense to basically manage with how the game is right now. They're actively testing a significant tuning set that will bring more viable defensive counters against the run game. And that's really what we want. We don't want to like them be lazy and just say, all right, we turned up block shed 50%, so now the run game's dead. I really am glad that they're kind of taking their time. I know a lot of people are like, oh, lazy, whatever. But I'm glad that they're actually fixing it for real. testing out the updates and making sure defenders, like whether they have play rec, pursuit, the ability to hold gaps, force defenders need to work. The fact that they're kind of focusing on those things, hopefully, as the kind of patch to make the defense play better rather than the offense play worse, is very important. So I for one am fine. I'm glad that they're communicating. They do know of that. They are working on it very hard, and that the significant tuning hopefully will bring some more intelligent defenders and guys that stop tripping over each other over and over. Multiple improvements to sideline boundary catch rulings. I saw this happen to me a lot, happened to a lot of people a lot, where like you'd have a foot out of bounds, they call you in, or you'd be in bounds, they call you out. So I'm glad that that's something that they looked at and fixed, or hopefully fixed. I know there's probably still some wonky stuff that we'll see with that, but hopefully people report that or show that to EA so that way they can fix it going forward. Tuning to improve pass leading abilities when throwing to drag and crossing around. So pass leading up until this point, and I didn't try out like a pass lead elite player today, but I had tried out one just yesterday before this patch came out. I was getting in the lab with Tom Brady, and the pass lead ability still missed players. So they say they're gonna improve it. The thing is, like, he'll also miss a player on like a streak. So I don't know if they just fixed drag and crossing route, pass lead elite abilities or what. But I've had a ton of trouble with pass lead abilities missing passes down the field and blowing me touchdowns that would have happened without somebody with the ability. So when you put pass lead ability on, it kind of sucked because it made the player actually play worse than somebody that you wouldn't put any ability on at all. So I'm for it. I like it that they improved it. And hopefully it does get a little less, glitchy or bad. Glitchy bad. Tuning to improve picking up the ball off the ground for user control players. No longer will we play soccer, hopefully. So I think it's A. I've always been hitting A with the user to pick the ball up off the ground. So if you just run over it, I don't think it does anything, but you really got to spam the A and hopefully they bend over and pick it up. So, or you just name yourself Bend Over and that'll work, right? No, sorry, that was a terrible joke. I'll move on. Fixed a rare issue causing a catch knockout in the back of the end zone to lead to an incorrect touchback. Nice. Glad they've squashed that bug. Added functionality to tackle Supreme and secure tackler. This is huge. Listen up. Abilities allowing them to prevent broken tackles with them ball carrier special moves. They essentially took Secure Tackler, and Tackle Supreme has Secure Tackler in it, and they reverted to Madden 18 power levels. So it's basically there is no eluding Secure Tacklers. The thing with 18 is you used to be able to stack your entire defense with Secure Tacklers, so no running back ever got out of the grasp. So it was basically playing two-hand touch football or one-hand touch. Once you got a hand on them, they went down no matter what they did. So I'm glad that, there's like counters to the ball carriers moves with Secure Tackler, but it is going to be less powerful than 18 because you only have so many people out there in the field with it. So depends on which players you put your abilities on, but Secure Tackler, Tackle Supreme, it is very, very powerful now because you will be taking them down like two-hand touch with one of your three playmakers back there. Tuning to decrease the frequency of face mask penalties on simulation and arcade game styles. So for online players, this does not matter, but for solos, it looks like you'll be able to do more aggressive strip ball coach adjustments for simulation and arcade. But competitive, who knows? Maybe they made an error and it's still on competitive and you can just turn on aggressive strip ball too. That's something that we'll have to test. I did not test that today, but it is worth testing for sure. Improve catch animations, reduce specific cases of receivers failing to trigger catch animation. Nice. Back foot inaccurate passes. Nice. Tune in to reduce wind speeds in stadiums. Like, would you guys prefer wind speeds be taken out of Madden competitive altogether? It's more RNG for the game, and MLB The Show took it out, and I thought it was a good addition. So that way, either some games are like no home runs, or some games are all home runs. So it's less RNG on it. So like depending on which way you get, depends on which way you're going for it in the fourth. So your field goals will be different. I don't know. It's RNG, and I don't know if I exactly love it. I know there's some kick exploits that have to do with win, and I know there's some kick exploits that have to do with no win. So can they win at all, or is the wind winding them down because they are winded? That didn't work. I'm 0 for 2 on jokes. Turning to reduce this. I'm probably 0 for my life on jokes, truly. Reduce successful hit sticks by low-rated players for scrambling quarterbacks on competitive game styles. I don't like this. I don't like that they buff scrambling quarterbacks. Already, Escape Artist is super powerful. Escape Artist is really the only way you can pass the ball in this game without like your opponent kind of messing up a lot with their user. But they reduce the, power of it, or they increase the power of it after the line of scrimmage. The thing is, like, we look at low hit power guys like Jonathan Jones. Look what he did to Josh Allen this previous weekend. He's got 35 hit power in game. He stood up, forearm shivered, and went helmet to helmet with Allen. It was an illegal hit, but they shouldn't be able to, like, quarterbacks can get hurt from hits by no matter who they're being hit by. So the reasoning for having quarterbacks fumble is that there's no injuries in MUT, so therefore you have no risk of running with your quarterback. The fumbling was the risk. So the low hit power players, as we see in real life, can really mess up quarterbacks. But in MUT, they don't really mess up quarterbacks now. So I, for one, absolutely think this change is trash. This was the worst thing. And well, not the worst. They could have done way worse. But this is terrible. Absolutely blind to the current day of the NFL and quarterbacks. Slide. You basically need to make it so that if quarterbacks escape the pocket, they have to slide, right? The allowing people to get bailed out by taking hit sticks or being tackled easily by regular players, it's wrong. Wrong. Make them slide. Yeah, sure, make them fast, that's fine, but make them slide. Fix the rare issue allowing interception of tip passes during QB, or else they'll be, in trouble. Interception during QB spikes are gone. Tuning increased deep zone behavior in cover 3 and cover 3 and cover 4 beaters still get beat over the top, but I think this was a very specific issue that the players would chase the wrong guys on certain plays. I think I showed a video of one in the Packers. I think I put up on my YouTube channel. So it looks like they may have fixed that specific exploit. But cover 3 and cover 4 bombs are still in the game. You just have to know how to do it, which is a post, a streak, and a comeback route. Check out my YouTube channel, my ebooks for that stuff. Fixed an issue preventing play results from the last play of a quarter from counting towards X Factor knockout conditions. Cool. Fixed an issue sometimes causing the clock to keep running after the ball would hit the goalpost. There's also an issue with the clock keep running after offensive is called the play, and the defense can just sit on the menu and watch the clock go down. I hope that issue got resolved, but there's no note about it, so it probably didn't, which is unfortunate. Tuning decreased AI usage of fake snap in simulation and arcade game styles. Cool. Tuning to better reduce the read defender's behavior as read option. I still was able to get off quite a few read options with Lamar Jackson in practice mode against like Myles Garrett and stuff with the team that I tested, Ravens versus Browns, but I guess we'll see. I don't know. Read options, RPOs got worse against cover 3. It looked like the cover 3 player played the RPO a lot better than it used to, but cover 4, cover 2 played pretty similarly. And then the read defender on read option, at least in the plays that I tried, didn't play much different than I noticed. Fixed a rare issue, sometimes preventing progressions through skill trainer. Skill trainers got improved. They had some bugs in some playbooks. Well, I'm glad they didn't add any new plays, which is unfortunate. I really want them to kind of mix up the playbooks quite a bit more than I already do, or add some more playbooks, allow us to experiment more with plays going forward. But they fixed some basically some bugs with them. Ultimate Team updates. They got rid of some salary cap lineup stuff. And then Superstar KO got a new squad with the John Gruden squad West Coast type of playbook. So, the Dot City also got upgrades. PC had some issues and some bugs squashed. So that's what I'm saying. Mainly it's a bug squasher type of update more than a tuning and balance meta change update. But they say they're going to work on the meta, work on that kind of going forward with the run. And hopefully they're smart with it. But that is it for the meta thoughts. Overall, I think it's a fine patch. It didn't really change a whole lot, but squashed a lot of bugs. So that is very valuable. Sure, it didn't change a lot of the running stuff, but I think a bug-free game is very important, and they're kind of trying to trend towards that direction. Now, I know we'll still be facing a lot of the same spam plays and whatnot, but that's online Madden, so hopefully they can rebalance it and make things, more, like chess and less like checkers with every just running a couple plays over and over. That's the dream. We'll see if we ever achieve it, but thanks for watching. Call to action. I'll see you tomorrow.